Now this is stupid cool. We can take things like guitar tracks that we just recorded, throw it into EZbass here, and have that audio turned into MIDI for our bass, which is a great way to sort of sketch out songs. Even if you don't use this bass for your final song, it's a great way for composers to get things together really quick. It is absolutely stupid cool what you can do here in EZbass. Guitar audio, drum MIDI, piano MIDI, so on and so forth. So let's check it out real quick here. All right, so here we are in Studio One, but it could be Pro Tools, Cubase, whatever. Right, and we've already recorded our guitar. We have this guitar amp on it. All right, say we're happy with that. Say we're happy with the drums we have here. But we really need to hear some bass real quick to sort of sketch out our idea. Of course, I could go into the corner and grab my bass over there, but an even easier way, a faster way, a way that actually sounds really good, is to just let EZbass use this audio file that we've already recorded and create that bass line for us. Bunch of different settings, different sounds that you can get. Not going to go through that here. All we're going to do is head over here to the audio tracker. Man, this is super cool. So we can have guitar or bass lines. We can have rhythms, so think drums, things like that. You can just pull your audio files in either from, say over in your loops or your files, or of course from within your file system as well. We can also record audio, which is what we're going to do. Now, if you're in a DAW that records the file, of course, I could head into my file system and grab this track here and just drop it right on there as well. As you can see, I can just drop it right on. Super easy to do. But there's another thing you can do, and that is record the audio into EZbass. Now, for that, you're going to need something called the Toontrack audio sender. So we'll go ahead and put this on the track that we want to record into EZbass. I'm just going to grab it, make sure I throw it up here on my guitar track. Right here it is. I'm going to drag it to the front, so that way I'm just getting the clean guitar sound instead of the dirtied sound. You can use like a dirtied sound, but it's going to track a little bit better if it's the clean guitar sound. So here it is, all set up. Let's go ahead and open up EZbass again. Make sure we come over here to the audio tracker, and all we have to do is say record audio right there. Go ahead and press play in Studio One. That's all we got to do, man. Just hit play. And it's sending that audio into EZbass here. Okay. Now, of course, a faster way to do that would be just to, render this track out and then drag it in. You can do that as well. But I wanted to show this method here because it's pretty cool that this is included, by the way, included with EZbass right there. So now what we do is we choose what kind of a track was that. And it's already detected it's guitar, but if it was percussive or bass, we could do that as well. Down here, you have a bunch of different articulation options if you want to use those or not. Turn them on or off. Pretty easy to figure out. Choose OK. And right down here, we can see the bass line that was generated for us. We can, of course, move things around. Not going to get into that. Split things up. All kinds of stuff you can do in here. But let's go ahead and just hit play. Now, what we're hearing right now, because of this mix knob right here, we're hearing the audio that we recorded, which, remember, that was the dry guitar that we recorded. It's tracking along pretty well. And over here is just the straight up MIDI or the straight up bass. And again, keep in mind, we can change the bass here and we can change the style here. I have it on the gent pick style right here, but plenty of, different styles if you want to go through all of those. So it's really just that easy, man, to get a great bass sound set up so you can get a better idea of what your song is going to sound like without having to take the time to grab a bunch of different instruments and get everything together here. Sounds pretty good. All right, now once we like that, just choose Add MIDI to Song Track, and right there it is. We're good to go. You can, of course, drag stuff into your DAW if you prefer, but now let's go ahead and I'll just play back. So that's just the guitar, obviously. Let's go ahead and bring in EZbass. But wait, there's more. It's not just generating your MIDI for your bass from audio. You can do audio as we did. You can also do it from MIDI, which is pretty cool as well. So just real quick, let me pull up Superior Drummer 3 here, head over to the grooves. Now I could, of course, head into my file system and pull in MIDI files, or head over here to my files and pull in MIDI files from here as well. But we can also do it directly from within Superior, which is pretty cool. All right. Maybe I want to hear what that would sound like with bass. Not a problem. Over here on the drums and keys, to drag in the MIDI. As you can see, drag MIDI here. Just going to grab it and drop it right there. Simple, easy to do. And you have different options here, as you can see. So play auto alternated bass notes, kick and snare, so on and so forth. Let me change this here to say deep amp sound and check that out. All right, that works for us. We can go ahead and grab it and throw it down here, or throw it into, let's just throw it down here, I guess. And hear it with our drums here as well. We can also head in here and show something like with similar grooves. Find something that kind of goes along with it. Maybe you like that better. Not a problem. Just pop that one in instead. You could also do the same thing. Come over to drums and keys and drag in MIDI from, say, Easy Keys or whatever piano MIDI that you have, and quickly generate that that bass line for you to really get your composition going much faster. Of course, I can always say new session here, discard that, and maybe grab this file, just a guitar file, drag that in, generate my MIDI real quick. All right, so that is one of these stupid cool time-saving features here in EZbass. Turn that guitar track into a bass track real quick. Turn your MIDI, drum MIDI, piano MIDI, synth MIDI, any kind of MIDI into a bass track real quick, real easy here in Toontrack's EZbass.